I'm about to show the Light Seeker for the first time a video, well actually two videos that I've put together from a channel called Exploring Abandoned Mine. That's what this guy does. I guess he's a mine expert. He goes into the mines, tells you a little of their history, shows you the machinery and some of the tools that are in it, what things were used for what, how they did this. It's an absolutely fascinating channel. It has nothing to do with the paranormal whatsoever except for these two videos dealing with the Horton mine. Now like I said, I have taken his two videos and put them together into one, and this is the first time as far as I know the Light Seeker is seeing any of this, and I'm going to play this, get their opinion on it, and I've actually done a little more work into the video as far as some of the stuff that I've seen. I do want to reiterate before I start this, something that he shares on his channel constantly, and I don't know if I put it into this video, but if you are not experienced in this, if you do not know what you're doing in these places, they are very, very, very dangerous. And I'm not talking from ghosts or goblins or any of that. I'm talking from the fact that this is an abandoned mine that could collapse at any time. You could get seriously hurt or killed. Stay out of them unless you know what you are doing. So, with the warning out of the way, here we go.
Okay, here's a lower adit at the Victorine mine. I believe this was an older mine that once they dug the upper tunnels, this got incorporated into the same claim or whatever. I forget what this was called, this particular mine entrance here, but this one's got a little bit of water in it coming out of it. Not much. Okay, we can go in here and just take a quick look. I don't think I'm going to explore this particular mine. There's a little bit too much water in here, and I know this mine is really old, but yeah, water in a mine. I do see other footprints here in the mud, but I just don't think it's wise to go in here when there's water. Try to avoid this if I can. This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains hanging down from the overhead, and there's a shot looking down the tunnel even further, but still pretty wet. I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not.
Yeah, that chain, those are pretty heavy chains, first off.
Yeah, and if you look at it, none of the ones around it were really moving. If it was wind or something or...
Okay, just a few feet farther inside the portal, you can see the yellow ventilation tubing that's still suspended from the overhead. And there's a...
Yeah, I think with the rusted metal and stuff hanging from the ceiling that's broken, I wouldn't go in it.
Foreboding tunnel, that's for sure. Okay, you can see here in the overhead that the fencing they put up to hold back the rock is really rusted and corroded, and is even broken in some spots, like right here. And some of the strapping, metal strapping, like right over there, has also come out. So this tunnel is very sketchy, and it still has a very, very creepy vibe. But we'll keep going forward and see what we can find out about this tunnel. Okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago, and that's how far I've come. Okay, here's a final parting shot of the end of the Horton Tunnel, and there's the ore pass with all the cascading water, and what the fuck is that? I don't know what that was, but there was a sudden blast of cold air And
I don't know how
getting outta
well
here.
you were able to hear the sounds that were coming.
I heard it pretty good. I heard that pretty good. I tell you, I really wish we could analyze and break that section into something all by itself and analyze just those voices.
Well, I am an audio guy, so here is the Horton voices. I actually have it broken down completely.
Well, I figured you probably had.
And what the fuck is that?
Sadly, however, with the echo of the water, it's really difficult to pull anything out. Now, there is one other thing I want to show you that I saw in this, and so far no one has said anything about. And I actually did have this clip in this video, and I'm going to see if this comes up right. I hope it does.
Okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago. And
Okay, I'll play it again. Look in this corner right here, bottom left corner.
okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago. And
Something moved?
It looks to me like sort of a being, basically, or a person kind of formation.
It looked like a mist.
Because,
It looked like a mist or something.
yeah, well, I'll play it again.
okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago. And
And if you notice, the light is not actually to that side at that time. So it actually looked like something moving of its own accord.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but there was definitely something in that corner. Unless it was he using he was using a light on a helmet or something, was he? I'm sure something had a light
I'm not
to see with.
totally sure, and I actually haven't even said that out like in comments or anything. I figured we would do the video first, and then I would maybe point this out to him, because like I said, I've read the comments on the video. I have not seen anything that says anything about, basically, as you can see, I labeled it the Horton Mine figure, because to me that's actually what it looks like. It looks like a figure. This is the Horton voice that the whole act, all the sound at the end of it that I've cleaned up, and like I said, it's really hard to get anything else out of it, but I'll play it for you, give it a shot.
And what the fuck is that?
The music.
Now, just to me, it sounds like something over a radio. And then with the alarm, I think what he may have actually picked up was a pretty good residual haunting. I think that maybe, because this was not as old as a mine as you would think. This wasn't like from the 1800s. This was from the 1970s and 80s.
See, I heard music. Part of the last sounds I heard were musical notes.
I'm thinking you maybe are hearing the guys at work, because from what I understand about this mine from him is there was another group called the Victorine Mines, I believe, and basically the Horton Mine was a chute. They would drop ore down it from the Victorine Mines above, and then it would be taken out through the entrance and taken off to wherever and done with whatever, with whatever they would do with it. That was what the Horton Mine was. So to me, what you may be hearing is a radio, people talking, and then saying, we're about the alarm. Okay, we've got a load coming in. Something to draw their attention.
You know me, I hate to claim something's haunted or active if I haven't investigated it myself, but I'd have to say from what I've seen on that video that there's a better than average chance that mine is active. I mean, unless they went to great pains and a lot of work to fake that video. The video looks legit.
He explores mines. It's basically an educational channel. He goes in and like I said, he explains, even in that mine, this is what they used to hold back the ceiling. This was an air ventilation tubing. He's explaining and if you go to the whole video, he shows every part at the end and all. I mean, it's like I said, it's actually a fascinating channel and video, even without the ghost stuff. But if I went to his channel and he had, 70 videos, and all of them claim to have ghosts, all of them claim to have this, all of them claim to have that, then I would say, okay, this guy's full of shit.
I'd call BS.
But he doesn't.
Call BS.
Out of like 50 or 60 videos, he's got 2, and that's it. And it's not even 2 different minds. It's
I tend to believe that mine is active. Just from what I've seen there, not knowing anything else about it, I've done no research on it at all. So I couldn't say, but just from the video that I saw, I'd have to say that there's something there, a residual haunting, if nothing else.
Yeah, I do too. And it's like I said, I'll actually, after we put up this video, which I'm thinking of it coming Friday, I will actually let him know that I think I found a figure in the video. Because like I said, in the comments you read, it's got, oh, I thought I heard a voice here. Oh, I thought I heard this. Oh, I thought I heard that. I've never seen anyone say anything about that. And that does not look like a proper reflection to me. It looks like it is moving against the light. So even if it is, and now I don't know exactly how foggy, if there was a lot of mist, but even in that case, I don't, like I said, it just doesn't look right. Something about it does not look right as far as a normal reflection goes. So
yeah, I'd have to tend to agree with you on that one. I think that there's probably something there that would probably bear a more intense investigation if the area wasn't so dangerous to go in.
Yeah, actually, somebody has offered to buy the equipment and all of this, and I don't know if they've actually offered him money or not, but to go back there to investigate. And as far as I know, he has said no, just due to the fact that it's like he said, this is a sketchy mine and it could go at any time. So that's why I kind of reiterated this at the beginning. I didn't want anyone watching this and thinking, oh, it would be cool to go to this mine and see this, because it's very dangerous. You could get killed.
Yeah, it could collapse on your ass and you could die.
Yes, it's not worth it to try to get a recording of a ghost or of a sound or something. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So don't try to go in there. Of course, I don't even know where these mines are actually located at. I mean, these could be in, Paraguay or Argentina or some crap. I don't know. I didn't really, look that much into them. I more looked into the channel and the person doing the video, if that makes any sense. So, anything you'd like to add to this?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
You'd like to add to this?
Well, I think we've covered this guy. I mean, he doesn't. He's not a ghost hunter. He's not a ghost guy. He's not a paranormal investigator. He doesn't claim to be one. He's a mine guy. He researches old mines and the way they worked and how they were built and the stuff they used, and he does it for education and for enjoyment. I think he just happened to stumble upon a haunting.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it looked like to me.
And that's what I think happened. So I think for this, I think I'll have to say, until someone says different, that the guy's legit, and the mine he just happened to walk into was haunted.
All right, so we have I don't know if you really call that a reaction as much as you just a review of the Horton Mine video from Exploring Abandoned Mines. That is the YouTube channel. The link will be in the description. And honestly, I'm going to try to get in touch with this guy, show him the clip that I have, and see, I would love to hear his response about it. Because, I mean, that's something that I don't know if he saw it or not. I don't know if it's ever really been pointed out to him, like in a private message or something. But I'd like to know his opinion.